We often want blessings instantly, but God delivers them at the perfect time. And if we pause for a moment to reflect on this, we will realize how much wisdom and mercy is hidden in the timing of His plan. Because human beings by nature are impatient, we want results today. We want our prayers answered immediately. We want doors to open the moment we knock. But the reality is that God, who created us, knows us better than we know ourselves. And He knows when we are truly ready to receive what we ask for. He knows when our hearts are prepared, when our character is strong enough, and when our faith is mature enough to handle the responsibility of the blessings we desire. And this is why what looks like a delay to us is actually perfect timing in His plan. Because sometimes, if we were to receive what we asked for too early, it might harm us instead of benefit us. It might distract us from Him. It might cause arrogance. It might cause us to depend on ourselves rather than on Him. And so God withholds certain blessings until the season is right, until the soil of our hearts is fertile enough to nurture what He gives us. And this is a reality that every believer must learn to accept with patience and trust, because the essence of faith is not just believing that God exists, but believing that His plan is wiser than our desires, that His timing is better than our timing, and that His vision sees far beyond what our limited eyes can see. And so when a person prays and does not see results immediately, that moment is a test, not a rejection. It is a lesson in patience. It is a lesson in trust. It is a reminder that God is not bound by our clocks or calendars. He is the one who manages all things with precision. And if He has written something for you, it will reach you, no matter how delayed it may seem. And if He has not written it for you, then you will never have it, no matter how much you chase it. So the true believer learns to surrender their timeline to God's timeline, knowing that He never makes mistakes, and what seems late to us is right on time in His divine plan. And consider how often in life you prayed for something, begged for it, maybe even cried for it, but did not receive it immediately. And later, when the right moment came, when your circumstances had changed, when you had grown as a person, suddenly that same blessing appeared in your life, and you realized that if you had received it earlier, you would not have valued it, or you would not have been able to handle it. And in that moment, you recognized the wisdom of God's delay. You realized that He was protecting you while preparing you. And this cycle repeats itself again and again, because life is not about instant results. It is about divine timing, and the believer who truly understands this finds peace even in waiting, because they know that waiting is not wasted time. Waiting is part of God's plan. Waiting is a stage of preparation, a period of shaping, molding, and strengthening. And sometimes the blessing is not delayed, but you are delayed. You are not ready yet. And God is giving you the time to grow, to heal, to learn, to purify your heart, so that when the blessing does arrive, you can carry it with gratitude, humility, and wisdom, rather than with arrogance, greed, or carelessness. And so we must remind ourselves again and again that what arrives late in our eyes comes right on time in His plan, because He knows exactly when the sun should rise, when the rain should fall, when the seed should sprout, when the flower should bloom, and our lives are no different. Our blessings have seasons, and God does not send them before their time, because if He did, they would not be blessings. They might even turn into burdens, so trust that when God delays, He is not denying you. He is perfecting you. He is aligning the circumstances. He is protecting you from harm you cannot see. He is teaching you to rely on Him, and He is building the patience that will make you stronger. And remember that some of the greatest stories in life and history are not about those who received everything instantly, but about those who endured long periods of waiting, struggle, and prayer before the doors opened. And when they finally did, the blessing was sweeter, the success was more meaningful, the gratitude was deeper, and the faith was unshakable. So do not let impatience rob you of peace. Do not let delay convince you that you are forgotten, because you are never forgotten. Every tear you shed, every prayer you whisper, every struggle you face, God sees it, and He is writing your story with perfect wisdom. And just as a farmer does not reap the harvest the same day he plants the seed, your prayers also take time. They require nurturing, patience, and trust. And when the season is right, the harvest will be abundant, and it will come in ways you never imagined. And this is why gratitude is not only for the blessings we have received, but also for the delays. Because the delays are also blessings in disguise. They are forms of protection. They are moments of unseen mercy. They are lessons of faith, and when you stand years later and look back, you will thank God not only for what He gave you, but also for when He gave it to you, because the timing was perfect, and you will realize that every late arrival was right on time. Every unanswered prayer was an answered prayer in a different way. Every closed door was an act of divine mercy, and every delay was preparation for something greater. So my brothers and sisters, strengthen your faith in God's timing. Remind your restless heart that He is never late. Remind yourself that what is meant for you will never pass you by, and what passes you by was never meant for you. Remind yourself that He knows when you are ready, and He will not let your blessing come before its season. So trust the process. Be patient in the wait. Be grateful in the delay, and have hope in His promise, because God's plan for you is not just good, it is perfect, and it will unfold at the perfect time.